A simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich takes 30 seconds to make at home. So why did it take Smuckers engineers 10 years and $340 million to perfect the Uncrustable? The answer lies inside one of the most sophisticated food manufacturing facilities ever built. Today we're stepping inside the factory that produces 2 million sealed sandwiches every single day. You're about to see how a decade of engineering transformed a basic lunch item into a precision-engineered marvel that's revolutionizing how America eats. In 1995, two fathers in Fargo, North Dakota looked at their kids' messy lunchboxes and saw an opportunity. David Kirkpatrick and Dan White had a simple idea: create a sandwich with the peanut butter and jelly sealed inside the bread. No more soggy bread, no more crushed edges, and most importantly, no more crusts. Starting in a small commercial kitchen, they developed a basic process using modified bread, hand-operating crimping tools, and a team of dedicated workers. Their company, Lendon Products, began producing these sealed sandwiches for local schools. Within 2 years, their tiny operation had grown to 50 employees, producing 35,000 sandwiches every day. Workers would carefully spread peanut butter and jelly on special bread rounds, then use manual crimping devices to seal the edges, creating what looked like a flying saucer made of bread. The operation caught the attention of food industry giant Smuckers in 1999. A Smuckers executive had spotted these unique sealed sandwiches in a Midwest grocery store and immediately recognized their potential. The company reached out to Kirkpatrick and White with an offer they couldn't refuse: $1 million for their small operation and the patent rights to their sealed sandwich technology. The acquisition marked the beginning of a remarkable transformation. Smuckers brought in engineering teams to automate and scale up production. They invested heavily in research and development, working to solve the numerous technical challenges of mass-producing sealed sandwiches. The simple idea from Fargo was about to become a manufacturing breakthrough. By 2022, these sealed sandwiches, now known as Uncrustables, were generating $365 million in annual sales. The product line expanded beyond the original peanut butter and jelly to include ham and cheese, pizza pockets, and even chocolate-filled varieties. What started with 35,000 sandwiches per day in Fargo grew into an operation producing millions of units daily. While making a sealed sandwich by hand takes just minutes, scaling that process to millions of units revealed an uncomfortable truth. Bread isn't designed to be a container. The challenges of keeping fillings perfectly contained would push food science and manufacturing technology to their limits. The first automated production runs exposed a critical flaw. Sandwiches that looked perfect coming off the line would mysteriously develop leaks during shipping and storage. Engineers discovered that standard bread, even when sealed, couldn't reliably contain the filling under the pressures of mass production, freezing, and transportation. Traditional manufacturing equipment designed for simple tasks like slicing or packaging bread proved inadequate for creating a truly sealed sandwich. The breakthrough came when engineers realized they needed to fundamentally redesign the bread itself. They developed a specialized formula that could maintain its structure through freezing and thawing cycles without becoming brittle or developing weak points. But even with this enhanced bread, another enemy emerged: trapped air. These invisible pockets would form during assembly, creating unpredictable pressure points that could rupture the seal when the sandwich was frozen or thawed. The solution arrived in the form of an innovative peanut butter barrier technique. By applying a precise layer of peanut butter to both interior surfaces before adding the jelly, engineers created a protective seal that prevented moisture from compromising the bread's structure. This seemingly simple change required completely custom-designed spreading equipment that could apply consistent layers with microscopic precision. The final piece of the puzzle was developing an entirely new crimping technology. Unlike typical food processing equipment that simply presses or cuts, this system needed to create a perfect seal while simultaneously removing any trapped air pockets. The result was a sophisticated crimping mechanism that applies carefully calculated pressure across multiple points, literally weaving the bread fibers together to form an unbreakable bond. Today, these engineering innovations work in perfect harmony inside Smuckers' production facilities. Each sandwich moves through a precisely choreographed sequence of spreading, assembly, and sealing operations. The custom-designed production lines can now produce perfectly sealed sandwiches at a rate that would have seemed impossible to those early inventors in Fargo. 2 million units every single day with virtually zero leakage. What does it take to make 2 million perfect sandwiches every single day? The answer lies behind the walls of 3 of America's most advanced food production facilities, where $340 million worth of custom engineering ensures that not a single drop of jelly escapes its bready prison. These aren't ordinary food processing plants. They're precision-engineered sandwich factories where specially designed production lines stretch across vast manufacturing floors. Every aspect of sandwich creation happens in a carefully orchestrated sequence, from the initial bread placement to the final packaging. The custom-built equipment handles each component with surprising delicacy, maintaining the structural integrity of the bread while precisely depositing the filling. The real magic happens immediately after assembly, when each sandwich enters a sophisticated flash freezing system. This rapid freezing process locks in freshness and prevents ice crystals from forming, preserving the exact texture and taste that made these sandwiches famous. The frozen sandwiches then move through automated packaging systems that individually wrap each unit, protecting them during their journey from factory to lunchbox. Quality control measures are integrated at every step of production. Advanced sensors monitor everything from seal integrity to filling distribution, instantly flagging any sandwiches that don't meet exact specifications. This attention to detail ensures consistency across millions of units, making sure every sandwich that leaves the facility is identical to the last. The logistics of moving this many sandwiches requires equally impressive innovation. The factory operates around the clock with automated guided vehicles shuttling ingredients to production lines and carrying finished products to storage. These robotic systems work alongside human operators in a carefully choreographed dance of efficiency, maintaining the continuous flow needed to meet growing demand. Perhaps most impressive is the level of automation throughout these facilities. Robots handle many of the precise movements required for consistent production, while advanced computer systems monitor and adjust operations in real time. This automation not only increases efficiency, but also maintains the exact specifications needed for perfect sealing and filling distribution. These production facilities may be running at full capacity, but they're chasing a target that keeps moving further away. Despite making 2 million sandwiches every day, Smuckers still can't keep up with the demand, and now they're planning something even bigger. The numbers tell a remarkable story of growth. What began as a convenient option for school cafeterias has exploded into a $200 million phenomenon, with brand sales growing 20 times over since 2010. When the pandemic hit in 2020, demand surged even higher, with sales jumping 26% for the fiscal year and an astounding 50% increase in just the final quarter. To meet this explosive growth, Smuckers opened a new dedicated facility in Longmont, Colorado. But this expansion isn't just about making more of the same sandwiches, it's about reinventing what a sealed sandwich can be. The company is now testing savory versions, including ham and cheese and turkey and cheese varieties, moving beyond the traditional peanut butter and jelly that started it all. The ambitious growth plans reflect a surprising realization. Despite their current success, Smuckers believes they've only scratched the surface of potential market demand. While school lunches remain a cornerstone of their business, new demographics are discovering these convenient creations. Parents appreciate them as quick solutions for busy mornings, while kids have turned them into sought-after lunch trades. Yet scaling production to match this demand presents unprecedented challenges. Each new product variety requires its own specialized equipment and precise engineering specifications. The ham and cheese varieties, for instance, demand entirely different sealing technologies than their peanut butter counterparts. Maintaining consistent quality across millions of units becomes exponentially more complex as production volumes increase. The factory floors are already running around the clock, pushing the limits of what's possible with current technology. Every incremental increase in production requires careful balancing of automation, quality control, and the fundamental physics of creating perfect seals. The engineering team continues refining processes, seeking ways to produce more sandwiches without compromising the precision that makes them possible. Looking ahead, Smuckers faces a fascinating challenge: how to transform a $365 million business into something even bigger while maintaining the quality that earned them the success in the first place. The solution will likely require another leap forward in manufacturing technology, proving once again that even the simplest foods can drive remarkable innovation. Remember that simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich from Fargo? The one that took just minutes to make by hand? Today, it's the centerpiece of a manufacturing revolution. Those two dads with their hand crimpers have spawned a technological marvel that produces more sandwiches in an hour than their entire first year of operation. As Mark Smucker noted, the PB&J is so uniquely American, it's almost a universal truth. That simple truth drove engineers to push the boundaries of food science, creating custom bread formulas, precision sealing technologies, and automated production systems that churn out 2 million perfectly sealed sandwiches every day. What started in a small commercial kitchen now requires 3 massive facilities running around the clock, proving that sometimes the simplest ideas inspire the most remarkable innovations. The Uncrustable isn't just a sandwich, it's a testament to how engineering can transform an everyday lunch into an industrial achievement.